Welcome to the compensation plan. In this session, we'll be looking at the TREVO system, what the system is all about, the financial aspect of TREVO, how you can make money in and referring the product to other people, and how you can get in. We'll also be looking at sub-components of the system, such as the straight line first matrix, the fast start bonus, and the matching bonus. Secondly, we'll be talking about auto ships or automatic shipment, and we'll be looking at areas such as the qualifying volume QV, the group volume GV, and the team volume TV. We'll also talk about bulk purchase or bulk pack commissions, recognition global pool, and we'll be looking at the tools for the business and how relevant they are to your success. Tools such as MasterCard and your website. The system. There are basically three components of the TREVO compensation plan: the single line matrix, unilevel group volume, and the triangle multiplication strategy. Under the single line first matrix system, anyone who has enrolled immediately after you have enrolled, regardless of where they are located anywhere in the world, comes under you, and the points count towards you in team volume. Under the unilevel group volume, you are allowed to recruit an unlimited number of persons on your first level. It's not a binary system, or it's not like any other system. You are allowed to recruit an unlimited number of persons. You can recruit 3 persons, you can recruit 6 persons, you can recruit 12, you can recruit 100 directly under you. The triangle multiplication strategy is a system that recommends that you start with 3 persons as your team members. You help those 3 persons get 3 persons each, that's 9 on your second level, and then those 9 persons get 3 persons each, that's 27 on your third level. It's a recommendation, reason being that research has found that starting with 3 persons is easier to motivate them, it is easier to provide support for them. Once you have been able to build to your third generation, that's 27 persons at your third level, the system will naturally grow on its own. At that level, you must have duplicated your efforts 3 generations down. Then you can now move over and start with another 3. So naturally, the system will continue that duplication up to the 4th, 5th, 6th, continuously, even without your direct involvement in it. But however, it's a recommendation, and it's a recommendation that works. The 4 R's of the TREVO business plan. The 4 R's of the TREVO business plan include retailing, which has to do with selling of the product at a retail level; recruiting, which has to do with building a team, actually called retail to recruit. As you retail and people get to use the product and they get to find out how efficacious the product is, they want to keep buying more. So naturally, you want to recruit them into the system so that at least they can get it at a cheaper rate, one. Secondly, so that you can earn an infinite amount of commissions from whatever they buy, whether you are there or to sell to them or not. Thirdly, we have the reordering, which is the auto ship and bulk packs. This is basically the key to earning. Auto ship has to do with the reordering of the product by every life and health coach that is enrolled into the business. There's a monthly ordering that is required for you to earn on your commission. The bulk pack has to do with purchasing or getting the product after the monthly ordering has been exhausted. That is, the auto ship has been exhausted. The bulk pack is a provision that is made where you can still get the product at a cheaper price, but not as cheap as you would get it if you are doing an auto ship. Then the retraining. TREVO takes very seriously the training of its life and health coaches. There are training programs online that come with bonuses. These training programs come with bonuses for the sponsors or for the upline. So as you build your team and they progress from one training level to another, the sponsor or the upline gets a certain commission, which is 40% of the training fee. Basically, the primary training or the startup of the training, the beginning level of the training is free, but as you progress through the ranks, you get to pay something for the training. Enrollment, fast start commissions, and matching bonuses. How do you get into the system? Under the TREVO system, there are various status or levels you can get in with. We have the preferred customer, which is for people who like the product, they want to use the product for health reasons or to share with their families, but they are not keen on the networking aspect of it. They are not keen into the business aspect of it. They can come in as preferred customers. TREVO has that cut out for them, preferred customers. For people who want to take advantage of the business aspect and earn commissions on the business, mind you, preferred customers will not earn any commission. They do not have a business. They just have access to the product at a rate much cheaper than someone who is not in the system. So for those who are in the system or who want to get into the system, you can get into the system through 5 various statutes. The first is the Power Start system, which is a 3-bottle registration. The second is the Director Power Start system, which is the 6-bottle registration. The third one is the Elite Director Power Start system, which is the 9-bottle registration. The fourth one is the Executive Power Start system, which is the 15 bottles registration, while the fifth is the Elite Executive Power Start system, which is the 24-bottle registration. Now, there is nothing special awarded on any of these levels. It is just a choice. However, there are certain advantages that come in when any one of these persons wants to recruit. But at the level of recruitment for that individual, whether you are coming in as a 3-bottle, 6-bottle, 9-bottle, 15-bottle, or 24-bottle, there is no award specifically given. It is just based on the volume the person wants to come in with. The cost of enrolling as a preferred customer is $50 on the bottle. When you add the cost of shipping and handling, it comes to $62.5, which is around 10,000 naira. Usually we encourage prospective life and health coaches to call their centers or offices and find out the actual naira value for registration, but it usually is about 10,000 naira and some fraction. For the Power Start system, the cost for registration on Power Start system is $150 plus shipping and handling. It comes to $207.5, which is about 35,000 naira on the naira value. So if you want to enroll into the system and you want to come into the 3-bottle Power Start system, which is the most common level people enroll in, is 35,000 naira. Same thing applies to the 6-bottle, 9-bottle, 15-bottle registration. All you need to do is to calculate it against the current naira value, which fluctuates. So usually you want to call the office and find out what is the actual rate before you make payments. I'm just going to talk about the 3-bottle because usually people want to come in at that. But if you are coming in as a 6-bottle, it's roughly 70,000 naira. If you are coming in as 9-bottle, it's roughly 90,000 naira, in that order. Now, after having enrolled into the system and become a bona fide life and health coach of TREVO, you start earning commissions from your first referral. That commission you earn on your first referral is known as a fast start commission. As an enrolled life and health coach, when you sponsor somebody or enroll somebody into your team, TREVO pays you 40% fast start bonus, 40% on what the person enrolled with. For instance, if you enroll with a 3-bottle registration, which is 207.5, and you are enrolling somebody on the same 3-bottle registration, TREVO is going to pay you 40% of the cost of 3 bottles. The cost of 3 bottles, mind you, is $150. When you add shipping and handling, it comes to 207. So TREVO is going to pay you 40% on $150, which is $60 as your fast start bonus. This bonus is meant to encourage life and health coaches, unlike other networks where you have to acquire so much points and work for a long time before you start earning. But in TREVO, you get straight up 40% on your enrollee. However, if your enrollee is coming in on a statute that is higher than yours, for example, you have come into the system registered as a 3-bottle power start. You registered under the 3-bottle power start system, and your enrollee, the person you're bringing in, is coming as a 6-bottle director power start system. You will earn 40% based on your status. That is 40% of $150. The balance will roll up to the first person above you, your upline, the first person on your uplines that is on 6-bottle registration. Let me explain this again. If you are a registered 3-bottle member and your enrollee is coming in as 6-bottle, you get 40% of what you have come in as, which is $150. You are supposed to get $120, but because you are a power start system 3-bottle registration person, you are going to be getting 40% based on your status. The remaining $60 will roll up to the first person above you that is registered as a 6-bottle person. Reason being that the system is designed to reward people based on the amount of risk that they have taken. It's like any other business. If you came in with $150, $207.5, your risk is $207.5. You do not expect to earn more than your risk. It is like that in any business. And this is why TREVO ticks. This is why TREVO system is a wonderful system. It is not like other systems where someone says somebody above me earns more than I do. No. You come in, you earn as much as you are able to invest or put in. Now, the system allows you to upgrade. If you are coming in with a 3-bottle registration, the system allows you at any time to upgrade to 6 bottles, 9 bottles, 15 bottles, 24 bottles. So if you happen to find someone who wants to come in as a 9-bottle registration, you can upgrade to 9 bottles so that you can earn your full $180. There is no limitations, there is no specific time. You can upgrade at any time so that you can earn your full commission. Like I said, the system is designed to reward people based on effort. The system is not designed to just reward people because they came in first or they are an upline. No. As a downline, you can earn more than your upline. As a downline, you can make more money than your upline. You can have a larger team than your upline if you work harder. So that is how the system operates. If you come in or you upgrade to a 6-bottle registration and somebody is coming in as a 24-bottle registration, you will get 40% of 6 bottles, which is $120. The balance will roll up to the first person who is a 24-bottle registration. So remember that the system allows you to upgrade. Before you register that person, you upgrade, then you register that person so that you can earn your full commission. Please note, upgrading doesn't mean you have to register all over again. To upgrade simply means you pay the balance of whatever you are upgrading to. For example, you are registered as a 3-bottle member, you want to upgrade to 9 bottles. You go to the office, you pay the balance of 6 bottles, you are given 6 bottles that upgrades you plus your initial 3 bottles to 9 bottles. You do not need to go registering all over again. All you need to do is to pay the balance of your upgrade. The balance, if you are going from 6 to 9, you pay the balance of 3 bottles. You are given 3 bottles, which now means that you have been upgraded to the status of 9 bottles. Another way TREVO instantly rewards a life and health coach is through the matching bonus. Now remember, when you enroll somebody into your team, you get to earn 40% of what that person is coming in with. Take for instance, you came in as a 3-bottle person and you are enrolling somebody as a 3-bottle member, you get to earn 40% of 3 bottles, which is 40% of $150, which comes to $60. Now, if that your enrollee enrolls someone else, you get to earn 20% of what your enrollee will earn. For example, when your enrollee brings in someone, your enrollee earns 40%. That 40% of 3 bottles, for instance, is $60. You will earn 20% on his $60, which is $12. So for every person your enrollee, your direct enrollee, the person you have directly registered under you, for every person he brings into your team, you get to earn 20% on what he has earned. If he earns $120 and he is on 6 bottles and you are on 6 bottles and he enrolls someone, you get to earn 20% of $120, which is $24. If he upgrades and he is on 9 bottles and he gets to enroll somebody on 9 bottles and you are also on 9 bottles, you get to earn 20% of the $180 he will earn on recruiting that person, which is $36. For every person your direct downline brings in, you get to earn a commission, and that commission is 20% of what your downline earns. So basically you are rewarded for every effort your downline makes, as he is also rewarded for every effort his own downline makes. Now let me explain group volume. Group volume is the point you acquire when your team members buy the product. For instance, if you have people as your team, 19 persons with you inclusive 20, and at the end or at the beginning of the month, as required by TREVO, you buy products, the cumulative points of all your 19 members is added to you. TREVO requires that all life and health coach purchase the product monthly. Now if we look at the table in front of us, we'll see varying numbers of bottles that may be bought monthly. We have monthly auto ship, that is for the big bottle or 32-ounce bottle. We have 1 bottle, 2 bottles, 3 bottles, 4 bottles, down to 12 bottles. I will not dwell much on the dollar value. I just want to talk about the qualifying volume and the generations accessed. I'll start from the generation access. TREVO allows you to earn from your first to your 8th generation. That is from your first generation down to your 8th generation. Anything after your 8th generation, you cannot earn from beyond your 8th generation. However, if at any month, any of your levels, individual within your team in any of the generations is inactive, what TREVO does, or what the system does, is to remove that person, compress from the 9th or 10th generation to fill in the gap, pay you, and then after payment the system returns to normal. That is to say that any one of your generation that is inactive, TREVO replaces it with the generations beyond your 8th generation. It compresses to fill in that inactive position so that you can still get paid what you are supposed to earn for that particular month. Beyond your 8th generation is not a waste. You still get to earn from them if at any point there's no activity within your 8th generation, whether it's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. if there's no activity, TREVO omits that particular individual or generation and replaces it with the underlying 9th generation and beyond. So it is not a waste. Now let's look at the number of bottles as it relates to the qualifying volume. TREVO says on any month you purchase 1 bottle of a product, you earn 42 points. You purchase 2 bottles, you earn 75 points. You purchase 3 bottles, you earn 100 points. You purchase 4 bottles, you earn 133 points. You purchase 6 bottles, you earn 200 points. You purchase 9 bottles, you earn 300 points. You purchase 12 bottles, you earn 400 points. Now, these individual points, according to the volumes you buy, whether 1 bottle, 2 bottle, down to 12 bottle, is known as your qualifying volume. When you buy a product from TREVO as a life and health coach, you get what is called a qualifying volume. Now, qualifying volume of 42 points allows you to earn from your first generation. Remember that your first generation could be 1, could be 2, could be infinite. TREVO allows you to recruit as many people as you want on any of the generations. So it is unlimited. But TREVO will only allow you to earn 8 generations deep. Now, when you have 42 points, it means you have bought 1 bottle. Or when you buy 1 bottle, it means you have acquired 42 points. That 42 points enables you to earn on your first generation. If you buy 2 bottles, you earn 75 points. 75 points means you can earn from your first to your 3rd generation. That you can earn on your first generation, 2nd generation, and 3rd generation. If you buy 3 bottles, you acquire 100 points. That 100 points enables you to earn from your 1st to your 5th generation. Same thing for 4 bottles. If you buy 6 bottles on any month, you earn 200 points. That 200 points enables you to earn from your 1st to your 8th generation. Same goes for 9 bottles, same goes for 12 bottles. Now from your 6 bottle to your 12 bottle, it's just a question of volume. You can buy 6 bottle, you can buy 9 bottle, you can buy 12 bottle. Remember that when you retail, you make a profit of about 40-45%. Now, those points you acquire are known as your qualifying volume. To you, what you have bought in your name is your qualifying volume. For instance, if you have bought 6 bottles this month, you get 200 points as a qualifying volume. To your upline, that 200 points is his GV. To your upline, that 200 points is his GV. Same, all your downlines who have bought 6 bottles each and have acquired 200 points, those 200 points are going to come up to you as your GV. So if you have 10 downlines who have bought 6 bottles each one of them have 200 points as their own QV. But to you, 200 times 10, that's 2,000 points, comes to you as your GV. Please note that the number of bottles you buy determines how many generations deep that you can earn from. So if you are buying 1 bottle, you are earning only on your first generation. Now it doesn't matter how many bottles your first generation buys. Whatever your first generation buys, you will earn commission on that. If your first generation buys 12 bottles and you have bought 1, you will earn $30 as indicated on the table. But you will not earn beyond that first generation. If you bought 6 bottles and your first generation, they all buy 12 bottles, your first generation to your 8th generation buy 12 bottles, you will earn the $30, 20 down, even though you bought 6 bottles, because 6 bottles allows you to earn 8 generations deep. 4 bottles allows you to earn 5 generations deep. 3 bottles allows you to earn 5 generations deep. 2 bottles allows you to earn 3 generation deep, and 1 bottle allows you to earn 1 generation. That is on your first generation. So you determine how much you earn, you determine how big you want your business to grow. Usually it is teamwork. You have to work with your team, and you have to decide on what quantity or volume to buy on a monthly basis. In a nutshell, auto-ship is what opens the door to earning. If you do not buy any bottle on any particular month, you do not earn a kobo from your first to your 8th generation on your team. Now let's look at a typical example of group volume commissions. On this example, we want to assume that your team members down to your 8th generation bought 6 bottles on a particular month. On this particular example, we are using the triangle. The triangle, remember, the triangle talks about starting with 3 persons, helping those 3 persons to get 9 persons, and then working together with those 9 persons so that they can get 3 persons each, making it 27 at your 3rd generation. Remember, I said once you are able to build to your 3rd generation on the triangle, you can look for another 3 set of persons to start a new triangle, because the one you have just concluded up to the 3rd generation will naturally grow on its own, as confirmed by TREVO, that once this system is followed, it grows naturally on its own. From the 3rd generation, it just continues to grow, whether you are there or not. Now, if we look at this, we have 3 persons on the 1st generation buying 6 bottles. So let's assume this is your team. The first 3 persons, you earn $15, which is $45. The next down the line, each person has 3 persons times 3, which is 9. You have $15. That gives you $135. Down to the 3rd generation, which is 27 persons, at $10, you earn $270. Now at $270, you want to look at the total figure of what you have earned on your 3rd generation. We discover that your total earning on your 3rd generation is $450. At $450, we look at it, the naira value of $450 is 70,650 naira. Brings us to about 80,000 naira when we look at it at a conversion rate of 157 naira to the dollar. Now, compared to what most graduates are being paid today, you discover that it's not a bad idea to start. And then one wonderful thing about this system is to remain on 70,000 naira like your traditional job will give you. It's going to keep growing, because you expect that your downlines are also working, are also recruiting. So if you are making 70,000 naira this month, by probably the next month it's going up. You discover that it's increasing. As your team continues to grow, the income increases. So you can do the maths for maybe a 3 bottle. If all your team, you are doing a 3 bottle monthly auto ship, or even a 1 bottle, you can do the maths and see what it comes down to. Bulk pack commission and bulk purchases. Bulk purchase is actually a means through which you can get more products after having exhausted your monthly auto ship. TREVO allows 2 auto ships every month. You have the ability or capacity to order via auto ships twice in any particular month. But once you have exhausted those 2 openings to order for auto ship, the next available means of getting the product is through bulk purchase. Now, TREVO will not pay you on anything you buy in your name. They will not give you commission on anything you buy in your name. This is because the system is designed to discourage people investing large sums. Instead of building teams, they just go out there, get somebody to come in and buy the product in bulk, and then the person attains a particular level. It is not the same thing in TREVO. In TREVO, you have to work with the system, you have to build the system with other people, you have to build a team, and as you are building a team, they are also growing with you. The system is designed to support teams and support team members. So for your bulk pack commission, TREVO pays commission 4 generations deep. Example, if I buy bulk purchase today, in my name, TREVO will give commission to my upline, my upline, 4 generations above me. So, how do I benefit from this? If I want to buy bulk purchase, I don't buy it in my name. I go to my 4th generation, buy in the name of my 4th generation. What happens is that TREVO will commission my 3rd generation, commission my 2nd generation, commission my 1st generation, and commission me. But because I'm at the top, TREVO commissions me higher. If you look at the table, you get to understand what I'm talking about. When I want to buy maybe a 2-ounce bottle, and I want to buy, say, the 2-ounce bottle, which is the 30, the second table, which is let's assume I want to buy a 30-count pack. I buy it in my 4th generation. My 3rd generation, which is my 4th generation on this table, earns $4.5. My 2nd generation, which is my 3rd generation on this table, earns $4.5. My 1st generation, which is my 2nd generation on this table, earns $9. Then myself, which is the 1st generation on this table, will earn $9. That's how the system works. The system is designed to support team members. It's not meant for people to just grow themselves. It's not a win thing. It's not where people just come in and they are winning and they are making money. No. TREVO has designed the system so wonderfully well that you cannot progress without your downlines progressing. You cannot progress in isolation. You cannot earn in isolation. You cannot build a successful business in isolation. It has to be alongside your team members. It has to be with your team members. So gone are the days when networking used to be just about upliners or people who started it. In TREVO, it is not the case. If you work hard, you earn well. If you do little work, you earn little work. If you do something medium, you earn something medium. But if you do a lot of work, you earn a lot of money. This is how the system is. It has been proven to work very well. We've had people who came into the system much later and they are doing well because they are able to commit time and effort into the system. I want you to note that the 4th generation in whose name I bought the bulk pack did not earn. That is because TREVO will not pay you on anything you buy in your name, which means TREVO assumes that that person under whose name I bought the product will not be paid. Well, one might look at it as unfair, but you also want to look at it as like this, that you have rewarded 3 generations below you is something. You can use that to encourage people to work hard. There are certain people who may come under your downline and they've not really made much money, maybe due to the fact that they are still trying to understand the system. You can buy bulk purchase under someone below them and they will earn. You encourage them. You can buy bulk purchase under people and then they earn. The people above them earn. And then somebody looks and says, oh, in my account I made so amount of dollar. It's something. You know, this is some of the things that encourage people in networking. Most people or most networking companies that have experienced attrition is because you have network marketers hanging for so long and they make nothing, and even the ones who have done so much work end up earning peasants. It's very discouraging. But in this system, your upline can encourage you. The system has been designed in such a way that your upline has no choice but to encourage you if he wants to succeed. Next, we want to talk about the recognition global pool bonus. Now, when we look at this recognition global pool bonus, we observe some things. We observe we have a GV column and a TVP column. The GVP column, we see the points there. The TVP column, we see the points there. Like I told us earlier, the GVP are points accumulated when your downlines or your team members buy the product, either through auto-ship or bulk purchase or through recruiting. For the TVP is activity that is on a global scale. That is, both people who are in your group, people who you do not know, who are abroad or who are in other countries, whatever they have bought counts towards you as your TVP. Remember, we told you the straight line first matrix, where every person who enrolls after you has a point that counts towards you, or generates a point that counts towards you. That is where the TVP comes in. It's something you cannot control. The TVP is ever high. In fact, from the day you register, you discover that the TVP is growing in leaps and bounds. That is because after your registration, a whole lot of people are also registering all over the world. So where you may need to concentrate is your GVP. So if you did not get the GVP, maybe you might want to replay that GVP and listen to it properly. If you see under the bronze leadership, there's 4,000 points GVP and 20,000 TVP. By now, if you are registered, in fact, within a week, you must have surpassed 20,000 TVP. What your challenge is to achieve 4,000 GVP. That 4,000 GVP is based on your business, how you grow your business, how many bottles are they buying. You now do the math to say, okay, with social amount of people in my team, I can achieve 4,000 GVP within so and so months. So once you get to bronze leader, there's an exam that is being written online. That exam is free. You write the exam to achieve your bronze leader. Their materials are also going to be given to you. I don't want to dwell so much on this because it's self-explanatory. Once you're in the system, it's self-explanatory. The most important aspects are the authorship aspects. The authorship aspects that are able to generate you your income and understanding what you need to do in terms of building a team. You also have the silver, you have gold, you have platinum executive. These are leadership levels. Where I'm going to talk about is the director levels. At the directorship level, what TREVO does on a monthly basis, when you are able to achieve this directorship level, you earn something extra every month apart from what you earn as commission. How do I mean? At the end of every month, TREVO looks at the global sales. The global sales of TREVO takes out 15% of the global sales. That 15% from the 6th level, that is director level, amethyst down to black diamond grand elite. TREVO distributes that 15%